Hello, I am Brother Shane Harmeyer, and today on Closer, we're going to be focused on being peacekeepers for the Lord. You know, there's a lot of people that like to cause problems. Within the church itself, there's a lot of problem makers, and God looks for His children to be peacekeepers. Let's focus on that today on Closer from Chapel Hill Baptist Church. Good day to you. Thank you for tuning in to Closer with Brother Shane Harmeyer. I am Pastor Shane Harmeyer at Chapel Hill Baptist Church in DeQueen, Arkansas, and I pray that today's message will do exactly what our program name entitles, will grow you closer with God and help you in your walk with Him. Being a peacekeeper. You know, in the church, there's always, it seems like, the devil trying to cause dissension, whether it's among the brothers and sisters or bringing somebody in that at first is a wolf in sheep's clothing. You think that they're good, and then you find out their true identity the longer that they stick around. And it not only happens in the church, it happens in our personal lives, it happens in our family lives, in our married lives. And so we have to be very, very, very careful at what we allow in our lives. And, you know, God speaks a lot about it, and He gives us some knowledge. And there's lots of places we could turn to. The one that stuck out in my mind today was a very simple verse. It's found in Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 3. It says this: "It is honorable for a man to resolve a dispute, but any fool can get himself into a quarrel." You know, it's amazing how Solomon points out to us in such simplicity so many times, just truths in simple truth. And isn't that what wisdom is? Wisdom is just simple, downright, honest truth. And Solomon was, of course, we know, the wisest man that ever was. And God said, the wisest man that will ever be. Except for God, you know, and of course God isn't a man. He made man in His image. But anyway, that's getting sidetracked. Let's stick with the focus of today's. It is honorable for a man to resolve a dispute, but any fool can get himself into a quarrel. And that is so true. You know, you can cause a fight with anybody about anything. I was telling somebody this past week, there's a movie that's out that not too many people have. I'm not even going to mention its name. I'm not even going to go there. Many of you will know what I'm talking about. There's a movie that has come out that a lot of people are not happy about it. Tons of people are writing articles about it, and I understand the reason they're upset about this movie that's coming out and the reasons for it. And trust me, I stand behind you in that. I understand the moral wrongs and the implications of it. But I sat there and thought about it. You know, they're fighting with people, and they're fighting on these TV shows and all this stuff. And they're Christian brothers and sisters. I thoroughly believe that. And I thought, but how much time have you wasted on that? And how little time you've spent on bringing lost souls to Jesus? And they will argue and they will say, well, by doing this, we're standing up for it. Yeah, but you're just fighting. And instead of doing the work of Jesus Christ, you just want to get your point across. And if somebody doesn't listen to it, then you just, blah, blah, blah. It'll go on and it'll go on and it'll go on. And, you know, that's the reason why Jesus gave us the simple task of one thing. And that is telling the world about Him. Telling the world that the Savior has come. Convincing people that they are sinners, letting them know that they are lost, and that if they have not asked Jesus Christ in their heart, they are on their way to hell. We can quarrel about tons of stuff. Churches get mixed up and quarreling about money and the distribution of this, and this person sat in my pew, and that person did that to me, and they didn't look at my daughter right, and they didn't treat me the way that I should have. And churches split all the time over minuscule, stupid things. Yeah, I said stupid, because that's exactly the way God looks at it. Look at what He says here. Solomon writes down, and he says, any fool can can get himself into a quarrel. Any fool. Stupidity. Spread the word of Jesus. Tell people about the only begotten Son of God, that he came into this world, that he died on the cross for their sins, and that he rose 3 days later and he's coming back again. And let them all know that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, that everyone is a sinner. The only difference between me and a common sinner that's going to hell is that I asked Jesus Christ into my heart. And that is the only thing that separates me. And you, if you know Jesus as your Savior, that's the same thing as you. And you may think, oh, well, I've spent years in service. Your years of service, my friend, mean nothing to God. For he says in his word, all of your works are as filthy rags. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's there in the Bible. Don't quarrel. Be a peacemaker and give people ultimate peace in their life, and the peace that will last not just today but into eternity, by telling them about Jesus Christ. That is all the time I have for today on Closer. We want to thank you so much for spending just a moment of your day with us and listening to this simple message. I pray that this will grow you closer to God, and that you will find peace in your heart, and you'll find your walk better and better with him every day. I am Pastor Shane Harmeyer. Come and see us sometime at Chapel Hill Baptist Church. Our services begin at 11 a.m. every Sunday morning here at Chapel Hill Baptist Church. Our address is 502 Chapel Hill Road, DeQueen, Arkansas 71832. You can also write me at that, stating the address, attention, Brother Shane Harmeyer, Chapel Hill Baptist Church, 502 Chapel Hill Road, DeQueen, Arkansas 71832. You can also write me at wshministries@gmail.com. That is all lowercase, wshministries@gmail.com. And also, of course, our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Chapel Hill Baptist Church 502. We hope to hear from you. I hope to hear from you, and we hope to see you in church. And if you don't come here, I pray that you go somewhere that is a Bible-believing, Bible-teaching, Jesus Christ-centered church that will get you closer to God, get you on your way to heaven, and introduce you to the man that paid the price that we were unable to pay, and his name was Jesus Christ. Until the next time, thank you for listening, and we will see you the next time right here on Closer.